It is 8:10 on this Thursday, February 9th. Good morning and welcome to the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. And we have some in-studio guests, so let's welcome right now Ed Masterson and Julie Sturgeon. How are you guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
Julie, you've been seeing a lot of me. I'm not, on a scale of 1 to 10, you might be a little tired of my face. I'm not sure.
I'm not tired of your face, and
Bless
it's been
you.
really nice getting to know you.
Oh,
Yeah.
How sweet, Ed.
Yes,
Top
Tori.
that. Top that.
You are without question the finest traffic reporter and on-air personality I've ever heard in my life.
Julie, you got
I agree.
competition. You got
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah,
What
well.
a lovely greeting by both of you. Let's talk about why you are here. How exciting. It is very exciting for our community to talk about the man and woman of the year because we have so many amazing people in Santa Clarita who are deserving of this honor. And I don't know how you guys do it. I honestly don't know how you guys choose and pick and make this function happen because I would be torn. It would break my heart because I think there's so many people who deserve this honor. So tell me about it. Ed, this is, you haven't been here in a while. This is your first time talking about this event this year. So why don't you take the reins and tell me a little bit about your participation in this whole event?
Sure. So I'm here just as a seat filler for the current Man of the Year, Brian Kegley. Brian couldn't be here this morning, so I'm sitting in for him. I was Man of the Year in 2019, but you were alluding to it, Tori. Great people in the community who volunteer for nonprofit organizations, and a lot of people don't realize that the way the organization works is nonprofit organizations in Santa Clarita nominate people that have been providing service to them, and that's where the nominees come from. So it's from the nonprofit groups nominating people that work with them. And so once we do that, and this year we have 32 phenomenal nominees, 17 women, 15 men. It's fantastic. And then from that, all the resumes get looked at, and it's very tough, as you said, to select just one man, one woman, because the reality is everybody on that list, as well as people that aren't even on the list in this community, are deserving of that award.
Exactly. If you volunteer and take the time to do something for your community, whether it's, once a week, once a month, whatever your time schedule, because let's face it, we all still have to work for a living, got to put food on the table, right? So in addition to your regular life, you go out and you volunteer, you do these wonderful things. Now, in addition, you're picking people who have gone over and above, and we have so many of those people here in our community. I wish we could just list them all. There are probably hundreds, but we have to narrow it down, and that's where you guys come in. And then there's a big party, and who doesn't love a big party? Come on. So where are you in that process, guys?
Okay, I'll tell you, we've received our 32 nominations, and so we're going to sort of honor them before we actually choose the one winner, which will be in May. It will be May 5th, and that's when the big event is. But in the meantime, we're going to have a paparazzi party to honor them with the nominating nonprofit. So the nonprofit will come and speak on their behalf for a couple of minutes and tell us how great and wonderful they are and introduce them in person to the whole organization, the previous winners of, Man and Woman of the Year. That event will take place on March 1st.
Oh, it's coming up. Less than a month.
Coming up, yeah, few weeks away, and it will be at the Canyon Theater Guild. This is the first time we've taken it out, I'm going to say out on the streets to the public, because all these other years, all the previous years, as far as I know, it's always been in a private home, but we wanted to make it a more public event so that people, not that the public is invited to it, I don't want to say it incorrectly, but we wanted to put it in a place where if the public's driving by, they will see a sign out there and balloons, and there's something special going on. And we're trying to get a red carpet because we want them to kind of strut their stuff down the red
little
carpet.
little step and repeat action.
Yeah.
Little step and repeat. That's fantastic, and it gives new meaning to the phrase. It's an honor to be nominated. Usually people, Ed's looking at me. He knows when you say that, because you have to be classy and gracious and say it's been an honor to be nominated. But in this case, it really truly is, and you are honoring those nominees. How great is that? So now you've got your 32. Now what? Now where do you go from there? After the paparazzi party in a month, what happens then?
Okay. Well, then Ed could probably attest to this, because I was not there last year. I was I was the person that was the female person that was chosen along with Brian. So apparently there's a meeting, a private meeting, and that's where they choose.
Right.
And
so, yeah. Sorry,
Behind
Julie.
closed doors, huh?
Yes, exactly. So we go through everybody's, I might say resume, that might not be the right word, but all of the input that's been given to us by the nonprofit organizations that nominated them. And it is very difficult, like we just talked about, because as you said, Tori, there's hundreds of people, maybe thousands in Santa Clarita that do so much. But for the group that has been nominated, it's a closed door meeting, get behind closed doors. The organization is made up of all the previous winners of this award. So that's the first thing. And so all the previous winners gather, look at all the resumes, talk about it, discuss it. And it's a really tough choice every year because of the quality of the people that are nominated and the quality of the work they're doing for the nonprofits. So it's hard because you're selecting people out of the fabric of our community and sort of highlighting two people, but there's so many that are deserving of it.
Now, what happens, because I can only imagine it's probably like a jury deliberation behind these closed doors, and you might think someone, is a slam dunk, and then you're like, no, look at this one, and then but look at this. I mean, it sounds like this could probably go on for hours. You need coffee, you need a little Red Bull going on, right?
Have you been spying on that meeting?
So it just what it boils down to is these people are so deserving of acknowledgement and a party, and here's the thing, I can guarantee you these people don't do it for the accolades. They do it to better the community, and that's even more of a reason they should be awarded and recognized. Am I right?
That's absolutely the truth. Yes.
It's probably whatever organization they're with, probably is something near and dear to their heart, maybe something they have gone through and they needed their help at one point, or they have a friend of a friend who, and it's very close to them. And go ahead, Ed.
And I think the most important thing when it's all said and done, honestly, is it raises more awareness about all the nonprofit organizations in Santa Clarita and the great work they are doing for the community. Because a lot of times those organizations fly under the radar a little bit because they do what they do so well. So this is a great way to elevate the awareness about it and heighten people's, desire maybe to get involved with them. And so that's the main takeaway. That's the best part of it when it's all said.
You're right, Ed, because a lot of people in the community don't realize that there are organizations maybe that can help them or loved ones. They don't even know it exists. Right. So it's a win-win on so many levels. Not only the volunteers, but it brings awareness and it helps other people. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So the next big thing is the paparazzi party in a month, and you guys will be behind closed doors trying to figure out who's who.
A few weeks after that.
And if I could be a fly on the wall, let me know. Okay. If I can bug the office, I'd love to do it.
Well, I think paparazzi indicates that the best media in town all has to be there. So, everybody's got to be there.
Taking pictures.
Exactly.
Taking pictures. What do you? What will you be wearing at the paparazzi?
Boy, tough question, Tori. Probably the same thing I always do. Probably jeans and a black blazer and a black shirt. I'm so boring when it comes to those kind of things.
Hey, listen, classy is classy. You don't have to go, you don't have to go crazy, right? Black is, that's it. That's the color, right?
I'm looking at a sparkly black dress. I want to look a little sparkly.
Come on, Jen. Yeah, I mean, sparkles, that's the way to go. But black for you is excellent. Listen, it's so fun having you guys, and it gets so exciting here in the studio whenever you come in, and I appreciate you coming in, being a seat filler. You are so in. You're so in the know. You have just the perfect words, Ed. Thank you for coming in and talking about this. Please continue to let us know how the process is going. It's so exciting. It's such a tribute to Santa Clarita and the people who are involved. So please keep us posted. Maybe you can come in again either just before the paparazzi party or just after and, show us pictures, and maybe we can post some pictures on Facebook and stuff like that. We'd love to be more involved. Is there anything we can do for you, though, in this process?
No, maybe just continue to keep the word out that the paparazzi party is coming up. Nominees we would love to have all the nominees there with their sponsoring nonprofit, and to make sure they show up because it's their way of shining, and that's their special night. So we would really like to make sure that they're there.
And we really do want to give them a pat on the back for sure.
Absolutely.
Ed, Julie, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll see you
Tori.
soon. We'll see you soon. Come on
All
in and keep up the process, okay?
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
All right, bye-bye.